This is Llew from Llew's Reviews. Before doing a full review of Pacific Rim UpRising, Llew wanted to go back and watch the first Pacific Rim.
Wow.
It was not Pacific Rim.
What? No way! Oh, do it, man, do it! Blow him up with fire!
Hello.
Hold on, wait, it's almost done. Yeah! Blow his face off! Yeah, man!
Llew,
What?
you're watching the wrong movie.
I knew that.
He did not.
You're watching Godzilla. Pacific Rim is the one with the robots.
Yeah, but they fought. First they fought in Japan, and then they fought in Hawaii, and then they finished it off in San Francisco, which all three places are around connected to Pacific. Right?
Okay, you got a point, but they are two completely different movies.
So what am I reviewing? Hey everybody, welcome to Llew's Reviews, and it's sequel time, where we rehash some old stuff, be completely unoriginal, and rush a bunch of stuff without really thinking about plot, but still manage to actually be kind of fun. So without further ado, here's my review of Pacific Rim UpRising. And we're not going to get into any spoiler territory here, we're just going to stick with the trailers from what we know. So it's been 5 years since the fantastic original Pacific Rim came out, directed by Guillermo del Toro, who is now an Academy Award-winning director with The Shape of Water. This time he took the producer seat for the Pacific Rim sequel, and it kinda shows. So in the sequel Pacific Rim UpRising, it's actually been 10 years since Charlie Hunnam's character Beckett and his partner Mako closed the portal to the KAIJU homeworld. Unfortunately, the Son of Anarchy is not taking the lead role. I really miss that guy. And his bike. This time, the lead role is the son of Stacker Pentecost, Jake, played by John Boyega. So instead of following the same shoes as his father, he actually spends his time partying and getting himself involved in the black market, smuggling a lot of illegal things out there. He's got really big shoes to fill in. I mean, do you remember Idris Elba's speech in the first movie? The canceling the apocalypse one? Going to cancel the apocalypse. Cancel the apocalypse. We close it. But human civilization has not ceased moving forward. The Jaeger program still exists, and there's still young cadets training for anything bad that might happen. But in the sequel, there's this rival Jaeger company from China who are creating Jaegers that are more drone operated. In other words, Jaegers without pilots. But the rivalry between these two companies, the least of their worries when the kaijus seem to be wiggling their way back into our world. But how?
Help me save the world!
Thinking back to the first Pacific Rim, which was pretty much an 8-year-old boy's dream come true. Yeah! It was almost inevitable that when the credits rolled in the first movie that we would crave more, and that a sequel, in a matter of time, we would get one. And here it is. In which you pretty much take all the great elements from the original and just make something new out of it. Except for gags and jokes. A lot of the jokes in Pacific Rim UpRising reminded me of the Marvel movies. A lot of gags. Whenever there was an opportunity to make a gag, they made a gag out of it. Compared to the first movie, the humor felt very organic to the story, while in the sequel, it feels very forced. But this isn't the same kind of copy and paste filmmaking sequel like The Hangover Part 2, nor is it making something completely different, grand, bigger, and arguably better like Batman Begins to The Dark Knight. Pacific Rim UpRising is somewhere in between. UpRising is one of those sequels, despite lacking any originality, is still very entertaining. Even though I was trying to think too much in this movie. I watched too many Christopher Nolan movies, man. All his movies feel like puzzles that you gotta piece together, where certain shots and themes and scenes that you see in the beginning of a movie will play a really key element later in the movie. Plus his movies are just visually engaging. I'm always thinking, what does it mean? Did it fall or didn't it fall? I don't know. When I was watching Pacific Rim, I found myself saying to myself, stop it. Just stop it. Stop thinking, sit back and relax and enjoy the show. As a viewer, you're here to sit back, relax, watch a bunch of robots fight a bunch of monsters. If that's what you're looking for, that's what you're gonna get. And that's what you should expect. So again, despite lacking any originality, this movie was fun and fantastic and should be watched on IMAX with a really great sound system because it was epic and amazing. But with that being said, I'm gonna give this 3 out of 5 Godzillas.
It's not Godzilla.
I don't care! Well guys, I hope you liked this video. Be sure to look down, like, and subscribe, and you'll be good to go. See my other videos, and I will see you next time.
It's not Godzilla.
I'm still waiting on that sequel.